This is the At Home with TT for the Mill Drive home. Reporting on the game that's just finished at Carrow Road. Norwich City 0, Millwall 0. As you can see, I don't have Zach with me. He watched most of the game, to be honest. But he was a little bit upset after having his last football training session for a month. And, he didn't feel like doing a video. So I thought I'd do it myself. First thoughts are a hard-earned point. And to be fair, probably slightly deserved on the battling qualities of the Lions. Far too sloppy all across the pitch. If Norwich get their shooting boots on, they get the 3 points today. Chances created by Norwich that, we've basically gifted them far too much possession in the final third, and then we've gifted them chances, gifted them, misplaced passes that they just haven't finished today. And then obviously we get a couple of chances near the end. Look better in the second half than we did the first half. First half we created absolutely nothing. And then the way football works, we could have nicked it at the end, but that really would have been unjust because, I feel like it's hard to say we deserved the point, but on the balance of, fight, determination at the back and a little bit of time wasting, we managed to come away with Carrow Road with a point. And after what's happened there, the last 2 seasons we've been there, obviously not while they've been in the Premiership, but, where we've been up and lost leads in injury time, that 7 minutes of injury time the last time, I'll take it. We started with a changed lineup, although we played the same formation that we've had. We had Bartosz Biliakowski in goal, a back three centre backs of Murray Wallace, Sean Hutchinson and Jake Cooper. Right wing back was Marlon Romeo, left wing back was Scott Malone. We had Ryan Woods partnering Ben Thompson on his return in the centre of midfield. And the front three, left wing was Shane Ferguson coming in. Right wing was Jed Wallace. And up front, surprisingly, John Daddy Budfarson. First half, like I said, we gave the ball away far too cheaply. And what I'd say, the two centre-backs, Hutchinson and Cooper, made errors at the back with distribution. They were under a bit of pressure. Norwich pressed really high. But also, when we got into the final third, which was rarely, a lot of our play was using the wing backs using those two centre backs, and they were playing it and misplacing the passes. To be fair, Ryan Woods today, even in the centre of the park, went from the sublime to the ridiculous. I think like a lot of the players today had that done bits good. But then I think maybe it's the pressure that they were under and the fact that we were sitting so deep, so that every mistake is exacerbated and it looks worse than potentially it is. Bart's made a couple of fantastic saves. One in the first half that was a deflected shot. It wasn't going in, deflects off Marlon and then looks like it's going to go in and Bart tips it around the post. But the finishing from Norwich today, from a team that, scores goals, I was really surprised that they didn't hit the target on more occasions. They were wasteful, and that's partly down to the blocks. And I'll say my man of the match now, Murray Wallace, for me, by far our best player. He didn't put a foot wrong in my opinion. Won his defensive battles, but also when he got the ball, he played simple, but didn't make any mistakes. And really led the line at the back, which is unusual, obviously considering he's got Hutch and Coop either side of him. Even when, I think we conceded a couple of free kicks outside the box, but, it sounds silly, but I back us quite well in that situation because we've got such a big wall. You're really going to have to do something to beat our wall. Norwich had a free kick in the first half that was blocked by the wall, and a free kick right near the end of the second half. And again, created from another mistake from Hutch, trying to win the ball that was never there to win. And you're just thinking, are we going to throw it away? Are we going to give away? Because like I said, up until about 70 minutes, I thought Norwich are going to win it, and deservedly so. After 70 minutes, then you've done well enough you've done enough to try and earn yourself a point, and it's really gutting to concede late on. Norwich's chances in the second half, one to the back post, right near the end, funny enough, he just shakes off Hutch, and the ball's in by Buendia, who's he's got quality delivery, and the player just gets a touch on it, but it goes out for a goal kick. overall, I'm very happy with the point. You know, after the dismal performance against Huddersfield on Saturday, you know, the performance wasn't great today, attacking wise. It wasn't great, but it's very typical under Gary Rowett. We're hard to beat when we play away from home. We set our stall out. We sat deeper than we do normally, and our passing out from the back, which has been good recently, wasn't so good today. And you know, you get a point from a team that's going to be challenging at the end of the season. There's absolutely no doubt about it. Obviously, I've worn the red. The last time we had the red one with the Captain Morgan on it. Actually, it wasn't the last one. We had the CYC, but this is the last one that I really liked before the third shirt today. But you know, you look at away games. We've gone away to Preston and done well. We've now gone away to Norwich and got a point. They're teams that are, you know, we picked up a win at Wickham and a win at Rotherham. They're tough places to go. No matter where you go in the Championship, going away from home. I know it's not as much as it used to be, obviously with no atmosphere, but you want to be picking up points. And now we just have to turn our home form around. I felt in the attacking threat, I thought Mason Bennett coming on. I thought, if I talk about Ben Thompson a little bit, I felt that he seemed to be out of place a lot. Maybe it's a lack of match fitness. Maybe it's a lack of match, not fitness, but match awareness. Because you know, it was good to see him back in the team, but what he didn't do great. If I'm being honest, it wasn't a great performance from Ben. He just seemed to me that he was out of position. And funny enough, Williams come on, is steady, and then obviously could have nicked it right at the end where the ball's played across to him. He has a shot, hits the corner of the goal, the corner of the bar and the post, and just goes out for a goal kick in literally probably the last kick of the game, which would have been a great way to win it considering what's happened at Carrow Road, but it would have been unjust. We didn't deserve to win the game at all. Mason Bennett came on, I felt, done a really good job. And then you've got to look at Smith. I know there's talk about the pressing and everything, but Smith, when he comes on the pitch, we just look far more dangerous than when he isn't on it. But Varson didn't do too badly, actually. I felt that he held his own. I felt he'd done a better job than Tom Bradshaw's done there recently. And that's a positive because we've been so ridiculously unlucky. With losing to Hall now for 2 months. Obviously, Troy Parrott's been out. They're the players that we look to get us to take us to that next level, and without them, we look like a steady Championship team. I feel like we're a team that should be finishing 12th to 15th in the Championship, no worries. As long as we battle, we unlike Saturday today, we battled a bit more. We were far more for the second balls, but you know, players like Parrott, players like Sahor can take us to the next level, and Mason Bennett is one of those players. And when he came on, I felt like he'd done really well. I felt that he tried to put himself about. He just has that bit of quality. He does have a chance, falls to him outside the box, and the defender blocks it just as soon as he hits it. But far too little created for us today, and far too. You know, when I look at the Norwich's chances, like I said, players putting themselves on the. So they might have made the first mistake, but then they get back. They try and make up for the mistakes that they've made. And then we've got Sheffield Wednesday now coming up on Saturday, which is. Every game in the Championship is massive. I feel silly that you say a massive game. It's a massive game. Every game in the Championship is massive. When I last saw that Sheffield Wednesday they were winning, and I think against Bournemouth, which is obviously a decent result, but I think Bournemouth were down to 10 men. I want to see us attack. I want to see us from the start take the game to Sheffield Wednesday. We seem to be very solid first 30 minutes, but I just want to go out the blocks and really put them under pressure and just give everything for the first 30 minutes and then see where we are. You know, hopefully we'd be 1 or 2-0 up. It's the way the Championship can work, and then try and control the game, because we do have the players in Ryan Woods to be able to dictate the game and control it. But it'd be nice to get a nice early lead and just like I said, set our stall out to just go. We are better than Sheffield Wednesday, and I deeply do believe that we are better than them if we go and fully apply ourselves. The problem with the Championship is if you don't, any team can beat any team. There is no team in the Championship that if you are not fully committed, you can be beat by somebody else. But that's a point that at the start of the season, you say Norwich away, would you take a 0-0 draw? I would have done. And like I said, we've just about scraped one today, and I'll take it considering what's happened there recently. If you like the video, please click the little like button, the little love heart. Thank you very much for watching the Millwall Drive Home. If you're not subscribed, why are you not subscribed? No one likes us. We don't care.